Hi, welcome to my channel. Back in 16th century Japan, a young samurai was ready to take his own life, all because of a single word spoken by a total stranger. The crazy thing is, most of us make the exact same mistake every single day. We let someone else's 2 cents dictate our self-worth and drive us completely up the wall. Here is what he discovered. Before the blade could do the deed, an old monk stepped in and asked him a simple question. If someone offers you a gift and you turn it down, who does that gift belong to? The samurai paused. To the guy who offered it, he replied. Spot on, said the monk. The same goes for anger, insults, and other people's opinions. If you don't buy into them, they stay with the person who brought them. This ancient Zen realization hits the nail on the head. It highlights a universal trap we all fall into. We're terrified of what other people think. We bend over backwards for validation from strangers. We water down our personalities, bite our tongues, and throw our dreams out the window, all because we're scared stiff of being judged. But I have to ask, does that apply to you today? Think about it. How many times have you stopped yourself from posting a picture, wearing a certain outfit, or speaking your mind because you were worried about the backlash? How much of your life is actually yours, and how much is just putting on a show for an audience that isn't even paying attention? To figure out how to break the mold, we have to look at an ancient Stoic parable. The story of the king's mirror. Way back when, in a booming kingdom, there lived a king who was obsessed with his track record. He wanted his subjects to think he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. To make this happen, the king commissioned a massive magical artifact. They called it the Mirror of the Masses. But this wasn't your run-of-the-mill mirror. Instead of reflecting his face, it reflected the whispered thoughts and opinions of his people. At first, the king was on cloud 9. He looked into the mirror and saw nothing but praise. But soon, the kingdom hit a rough patch with a bad harvest. When he looked into the mirror again, the tune had changed. He is greedy. He's dropping the ball. He couldn't care less about us. The king hit the panic button. Desperate to flip the script, he drained the royal bank account and threw massive parties to win them back. Day and night, he was glued to that mirror. He stopped doing his job. He stopped sleeping. He became a prisoner to the peanut gallery, twisting himself into knots to get a perfect reflection. One day, a Stoic philosopher rolled into town. He walked right into the throne room, holding a regular, small, silver mirror. He walked up to the burned-out king and held it up. "Your Majesty," he said gently, "take a look. What do you see?" The king blinked. "I see myself, a guy who is running on fumes." The philosopher nodded. "This mirror calls it like it is. It reflects reality. But that giant mirror you stare at all day, it doesn't reflect you. It reflects them. It reflects their fears, their blind spots, and their own baggage. You've spent your whole life trying to clean the mirror when you should have been washing your own face." The king's mirror isn't just an old wives' tale. It's exactly what we do online today. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Think about how crazy that actually is. You are the only one who knows what you've been through. Yet, you'll let someone who's known you for 5 minutes call the shots on your self-worth. When you obsess over what others think, you are staring into the king's mirror. You're looking at their mindset, not yours.
But talking the talk is cheap without walking the walk. So how do we cut the cord? Here is the Stoic game plan. Step 1, the dichotomy of control. You have to draw a line in the sand. On one side, things you control, like your actions, your hustle, your character. On the other side, other people's opinions. When you feel the nerves kicking in, ask yourself, do I control what's going on in their head? The answer is always no, so let it go. Step 2, set your own bar. At the end of the day, don't ask, did I please the crowd? Ask yourself, did I do the right thing today? If you did, you're golden. Step 3, keep an empty cup. If someone takes a jab at you, take your ego out of the equation. Is there a grain of truth in it? If yes, use it as fuel. If no, brush it off. Smart people don't get bent out of shape. They look at the facts. Step 4, build bulletproof confidence. You need to channel the hero from the story of the village doubter, how to build unshakable self-confidence. You build that confidence by walking it like you talk it. When you keep the promises you make to yourself, the haters are just background noise.
So let them judge. Let them get it twisted. Let them talk behind your back. Their 2 cents don't pay your bills. Their gossip doesn't fix your problems. Step away from the king's mirror. Shatter the glass. Look inward. Own your truth and keep moving forward like a true Stoic. That's all. Thank you. Taking your mind back is just step 1. A lot of times, the reason we care so much about other people's opinions is because we're scared to death of failing in front of them. If you want to know how to deal with the fear of failure, click watch this video right here.